Hey, what's up, guys? I will do a real quick movie review for the movie Black and Blue. Came to the Thursday night premiere. I did not know about this movie until 2 days ago. On Tuesday, I was wondering what were the movie showtimes for the out of town theater I go to often. And I saw this movie pop up on the showtimes, and I saw that Tyrese was in it. So it got my attention, and I read what it was about. It sounded interesting. Then I saw the trailer. I was like, man, it looks good. I was feeling hyped for this movie, man. And I was kind of having high expectations, the storyline and everything, the trailer. And I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. Now, was it a terrible movie? No. Is it a bad movie? No. Am I saying don't go see it? No, I'm not saying that. But is it a great movie? No. Not to me. It might be some people that feel that way. But it was not great to me. For a while, I thought it was gonna be in the good category, but I think I would have to give it a C. I think I would have to give it a C. Is it a movie that I will see again or need to see again? Not really. Unless a young female wanted to watch it or whatever. I watch it with her or whatever. But you know, is it something that I'll be adding to my digital collection to show people when they come by the house? No. All right. This movie was disappointing because the concept was great, the storyline was great. I think they had some good talent for the movie. I'm kind of laughing because I feel like Tyrese is kind of typecasted. Like seems like the only kind of role he can get. Big role he can get besides Fast and Furious, which is sad. He always kind of plays these, like street guys, hood type guys. And while it's on my mind with that damn jacked up facial hair he had in this movie, I'm like, damn, this movie set in Louisiana, set in New Orleans. Is this the way they represented black men in New Orleans, black men in Louisiana with that, chopped up weird hair on his face? I guess he had to look a little rough to be from the hood in New Orleans or whatever. I don't know, but man, I'm gonna kind of get into what I can remember about the movie in a second in the spoiler part. But for me, the movie just was. The problem with this movie was it was too Hollywood, man. It was too Hollywood. Some people might understand what I mean by that. I'll just try to explain it, but it just, instead of it being realistic, and having realistic moments and flowing like a realistic type movie, it was just too much Hollywood script. Too much, why is this happening? This wouldn't happen in real life type things. And I know it's a movie. I know we supposed to, suspend disbelief or whatever. But I'm sorry, man. There were just things that just didn't make sense. And should not have happened. Was weird or whatever. And for that reason, man, the movie just went downhill. For me, so, and I'll get into it here in a second, but, for the non-spoiler part, if you want to see this movie, I'm not saying don't go see it. If you want to see it, go see it. Maybe you will like it or love it. But it's not a movie that I can recommend. It's not a movie that I can say was great. Must see, must go, one of the best movies of the year. I cannot say that about this movie. I cannot. It was just, it was just, it was the drama was drawn out. probably could have been more fast paced, more action, um, and less Hollywood, man. Was I on the edge of my seat in this movie? No, I was not. Not absolutely not. And that's this kind of movie should have had me like that. But instead, I was just kind of sitting back, looking, and not really feeling any emotion, not really anticipating what was going to happen next, because they were kind of dragging the shit out, you know. And I was kind of having high hopes because the director was Deon Taylor. He directed The Intruder, which was one of my favorite movies that came out this year, with Dennis Quaid and Megan Good. That was a good movie. I really enjoyed that movie. You know, I have not added it to my digital collection, but I will be. It was that good. All right. So I had high hopes, man, and I gotta say I was disappointed. You know, again, was it terrible? No. Was it, you know? But it just did not live up to what it could have been, because it was a good idea, and it just was not executed in the way that it should have been. So I think that's it for the non-spoiler part. You know, you guys can let me know what you think after you watch it. But if you don't want to be spoiled, you should probably turn away now. And thanks for watching. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, I'm not going to be able to recall everything from the movie. I don't want to really say everything that happened in the movie. But let me just say this, because I should have said this a few seconds ago in the non-spoiler part, but I will give the movie credit. It started off kind of good. It didn't drag along with long introduction of the characters and all that kind of stuff. It was it just kind of got into the drama of the city, of racial profiling and all those kind of things. So the movie, it started off well, and it didn't waste a lot of time with character introductions and stuff. All right, and the little introduction it did was all that was needed. All right, for what the movie was going to be about. All right, so you all know the storyline. She's a rookie cop. She witnesses a cold-blooded killing by cops, and then they shoot her, and she's on the run from the cops. All right, from the crooked cops. All right. Now the movie was fine up until that point, when she was on the run, when she linked up with Tyrese, got his help. The movie was going fine. To me, I think the part where the movie kind of started going downhill for me, was when she made her way to Tyrese's house, and she was there, right? It was like from that point on, at some point when she was in his place, the movie just kind of started going downhill. All right. In the beginning of the movie, when they introduced the characters, if I remember correctly, she was basically from New Orleans. She had gone off to the army, the military. She came back. She was a rookie cop. All right. She went to the store that Tyrese worked at. It's like a convenience store. All right. And it was a little boy outside that she was trying to talk to, being a friendly cop. The mom comes up, giving her shit. Turns out that this woman was like somebody that she was friends with from school or whatever, And they kind of having a back and forth, not getting along, whatever. But she knows the woman. That was the woman's son. And then when she goes in the store, I believe she says that Tyrese was this woman's little brother. That's how she knew the guy. All right. So Tyrese and this woman that she argued with were brother and sister, if I remember correctly. All right. Now, okay. The crooked cops, the main crooked cop, he has this big brother from the hood. I forget it. Darius was his name. All right, Isaac Hayes looking ass with the facial hair. All right. uh, they had him. Looking at this car behind me, but the crooked cop shot the guy that he shot was Darius's nephew, I believe. All right. I'm trying to think. Was Darius related to the woman? I don't think so. I don't think Darius was related to Tyrese's sister. No, but for some reason they were like affiliated or whatever. She was hanging with him. Or I don't know. I don't know if they were dating. I don't know what was going on. I can't remember that part. If they even said that what that was. All right, but the crooked cop convinces the guy Darius that that the female cop, the lead character, that she shot his nephew. All right, and this guy Darius, the brother, he trusting the cop, trusting the cop saying that the woman went crazy and shot the guy. Now in real life, why would this guy trust the cop? That's not realistic. All right. In real life, he wouldn't be trusting the cop. He would be suspicious of the cop. All right. But he goes on believing the cop. They putting the bounty on the woman's head. This is with the Hollywood shit coming into play. All right. All right. They passed the one picture around. A little boy, Tyrese's nephew, he ended up pulling a gun on the woman. So then they close in on him. They escape Tyrese's place or whatever. And okay, they kind of get away, but Tyrese was telling her to go to this church to get away. Tyrese going the other direction. They grab Tyrese and bring him into an SUV and drive off. All right. So then Tyrese is hung up in some place in Darius's lair, as the guy said later. One of the cops said later on, Darius's lair. Now, that's some Hollywood shit. We don't say that kind of shit. In the South, in the hood, and we don't call people's places lairs. All right. Darius's lair. That sounds like some Gotham City shit. All right. Okay. So Darius has Tyrese all strung up. Typical Hollywood shit. Got him hanging like in hanging up from the ceiling or whatever. He threatening to torture the guy, punching the guy, talking about where the woman at, where the body cam at, that's showing the killing or whatever. And again, Tyrese's sister, I believe that was his sister, was right there. The woman that was Tyrese's nephew's mom, I guess, right? The woman that the cop said that she grew up with, all right? So she's standing there watching this guy beat on her brother. Tyrese is saying the woman didn't do it. Now, why is the sister not saying, like, hold up, stop, this is my brother, listen to what he's saying, he wouldn't have reason to lie, we from the same hood, we kind of running the same circles, why would he be protecting this woman, if she really shot the guy? But that's not what's happening. She just kind of like observing her brother, if there was her brother, I think it was, him getting beat down. What sense does that make? That don't make sense. Oh boy. I would think in real life you would trust the brother that's from the hood instead of trusting the cop. Darius trusting the cop beating on the brother from the hood, all right? Makes no sense, all right? That's not realistic to me. All right? So it was things like that, man, that just, I'm just kind of sitting back, when it's too Hollywood, man. It's too Hollywood. Then, okay, let's see. Instead of her going to the church, the female cop, she goes to the area where the guy Darius, somehow, some way, she knows where this guy is. Basically, she goes to that neighborhood, to that project or whatever, right? They got a bounty on the woman's head. Everybody know what she look like. Everybody supposed to get her. She walking into the hood, into the project unarmed. People surrounding her and shit. If that was real life, as soon as she would have been shot on sight. She would have been shot on sight. She just walked strolling through the hood. And, yeah, that's her. They stroll running around and shit, riding the bikes around and talking to her. And then end up like hitting her and dragging her in where the guy is. All right, again, Hollywood shit. Real life, she would have been shot. She'd been dead. All right. So that was another thing, her just strolling in there unarmed and shit. So she goes in there, and then they have the whole big, you killed my nephew, blah blah blah. You sitting there, you already know what's going on, and you're just kind of waiting for the eventual for them to kind of put it together. So it was no suspense, there was no drama there. All right. So she tells him where the body cam is, and there's another thing. All right, they get the body cam. All right, they got this nerdy guy, of course, that runs in the circle of this clique or whatever, and he's trying to upload. He's trying to pull the files off the police body cam. Right. All right, now. It seems to me that a cop should know how to upload that footage, all right, without having to take it to the police station and putting it in their little uploader, all right. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seemed like they should know how to do that shit, or they should be trained to do that, all right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe maybe that's not the case, all right. But even if not, all right, they take the thing, the guy cracks it, all right. They start watching shit on the computer. Everybody sees what happened. Everybody's, and then afterwards, the nerdy guy was like, we need to upload this. We need to upload it, And that's what I'm thinking throughout the whole movie. Why not, upload that shit? She got to get it to the police station. But, to upload it, that's what she's saying. But I'm like, hell, why not, if you can somehow get it to play, just take a goddamn phone and record the shit and upload it to the internet, That's all you gotta do. But no, they playing the shit and they're like, oh, we need to upload it, And then, minutes later, seconds later, whatever, the cops bust in trying to take everybody down, trying to kill everybody and get the body cam, all right? So that made no sense, that shit should have been recorded and uploaded right then and there. But of course that didn't happen. It was more drama, more, just kind of unrealistic stuff. Tyrese going to the police station and shit. He wearing a cop uniform. He going in and shit. He uploading the shit. In the police station. He got a cop held at gunpoint in the police station and all that, getting away with it. Unrealistic shit. And what else was unrealistic? Let's see. I'm sure it was something else, man. I was gonna say it, but it slipped my mind. Talking about Tyrese and what he was doing, but I mean, it was just stuff in there that just was it was unrealistic, man. Even for a movie, I just was kind of sitting there like, come on, man, So, I'm trying to think of what it was. It was something else that I was going to mention that happened. Besides Tyrese. I know what it was. All right. Which I didn't even mention him a lot, but the female cop, the lead character, her partner in the movie, all right, he's kind of important to the movie because she kind of, she covers for the guy, and then, he ends up being crooked, but then at the end, he has a conscience, and he kind of helps, protects the woman at the end of the movie, right? By basically shooting the bad guy when she was about to get it at the end of the movie. All right. So he's a cop. He shoots the bad guy, right? But then all of a sudden, when they realized, when the chief or whoever she was says that to stand down on the woman, that she's innocent, for some reason they grab him, put him in handcuffs, you know, and why? Of course he was dirty, all right, but at that point in time they didn't know he was dirty because he was not on the body cam with the bad guys. He was off work that day. He was connected to them in some type of way. He was kind of a part of it, but that had not been discovered at that point, But still, after he shot the bad guy, they had the cops putting him in handcuffs and taking him off like he had done something wrong when he had saved the woman's life. So that was another error in the movie, Yes, eventually he would get arrested, once the investigation and all that shit came about, but that had not happened yet. That would have been later on in the story, and they just went ahead and showed him getting pinched because he was a bad guy. That was an error in the movie, So, that was I'm telling you, man. It was just, errors, too much Hollywood shit that just made this movie a disappointment, man. I'm not saying it was a D. I'm not saying it was that bad. But, was it great? No. Did it have me on the edge of my seat? No. Was it too Hollywood? Yes. Some things that were too dramatic and dragged out? Yes, it could have been more... more hard-hitting action, more frequent action, kind of cut some time in the movie and cut out the Hollywood shit, man. And it would have been a better movie. But, of course, they had to have the little Hollywood feel-good shit and the unrealistic stuff, took away from the movie and the story. So, I think that's it, guys. I talked about this movie way more than I thought I would. But I wanted to go on a rant about it, man. I'm disappointed. It could have been better. That's the way I feel about it. So, you guys can let me know what you think, man. I really don't see myself buying this movie on digital. No need for me to buy it, watch it again, show it to anybody. I cannot recommend it. But if you have interest in watching it, watch it for yourself. But it was just too Hollywood for me, man, and things that happened that didn't make sense. It was unrealistic, man. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and I will check in soon. Thanks for watching.